What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the Restart CBD and THC YouTube channel. My name is Sydney. My name is Slim Shady, you know? Anyways, my name is Sydney. I'm one of the co-founders of Restart, and today, kind of a sad topic, but today officially is the day that vapes are banned for sale in the state of Texas. It's actually really difficult for me to say that. I can't believe that we're finally here at September 1st. So as I'm recording this video, yes, it is September 1st, 2025, and Texas vape is officially banned. Now, as a customer, as a consumer, we're gonna go over what all of that means, what you need to know, and maybe even some alternatives. Not maybe, for sure some alternatives, how you are able to get potentially vapes in the state of Texas and other ways to consume. All right, so as a little bit of a recap, as of September 1st, 2025, Texas has enacted Senate Bill 2024. It brings a huge change to the vape industry here in the state, pretty much regulating and banning certain types of e-cigarettes. So here's a super brief background. Again, Governor Abbott signed this bill into law back during our 89th legislative session. It really vastly covered e-cigarettes pertaining to, I would say, like nicotine, other items. But as a little bit of call out in this bill and how this ban came about for cannabis specifically, is there was a hard call out for cannabinoid-based vapes. Originally, this vape ban was enacted to curb the youth appeal to vaping, but also obviously banning vapes in things like kratom, mushrooms, alcohol, and yes, cannabinoids, aka cannabis. So what does SB 2024 actually ban? Number one, design and marketing restrictions. No packaging containing cartoons, candies, juices, celebrities, or other designs appealing to minors. And then no vapes disguised as everyday items. Things like pens, highlighters, cosmetics, toys, electronics, and backpacks, which I guess are popular among the youth. I had no idea personally. Number two, origin and ingredient restrictions. So this bill bans pre-filled disposable vapes manufactured out of the state, more foreign manufacturing, really having a call out for China specifically, because that's where a lot of vapes are manufactured. No countries labeled foreign adversaries are products that are pre-filled that are allowed to sell in the state of Texas. Also with this, the ingredient side of it is no cannabinoids. So CBD, THC, Delta 8, Delta 9, which obviously is not legal anyways, THCA, CBN, CBC, full spectrum, isolate. All cannabinoids are gone. And number three, as a penalty, there is a violation of a Class A misdemeanor, potentially punishable for up to 1 year in jail and or $4,000 fine per offense. So this really pertains to mainly the retailer, right? So you can't go into a store, a drugstore, a grocery store, wherever you buy vapes or bought vapes previously. You cannot just go in and buy these things unless they're manufactured in America or not containing cannabinoids. It can be a Class A misdemeanor for retailers like Restart who were carrying vapes if we were to continue to sell them in store. As a consumer, not great to have them. Don't get caught. You know what I mean? Just like with anything else. I'm not saying do illegal things, but I'm saying if you're gonna do them, be smart about it. You know what I mean? So again, let's go into the consumer side. What is still legal for the consumer? So possession remains lawful. Those sales and marketing of banned items are prohibited. Again, we get a Class A misdemeanor slapped on us, maybe some jail time. As the consumer, it's lawful to still possess these kinds of vapes, which is, again, kind of wild. Nicotine only products are still allowed. So if you're someone who is looking on the nicotine side of things, those are still allowed as long as the packaging complies with what I stated earlier, no cartoons, no candies, things like that. And then it's not manufactured in foreign adversaries, not manufactured in China. Okay, what's still legal? Refillable open system devices with US filled e-liquid remain legal. So an open system device, where if you're filling it yourself, totally legal. And then non-vape hemp products like gummies, drinks, topicals, flour, under 0.3% are all still permitted. I couldn't think of the word. The next part of this equation is online versus in-store purchases. There is still online ordering, but again, we can only follow guidelines that comply with SB 2024, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but just to throw it in here, we do offer a drop shipping program now. And again, I'll go into more details in just a little bit, but nicotine only, US filled, properly packaged, all still available for online purchasing. And then no cannabinoids or illicit design elements, okay? They're really big on the design, so no things pertaining that the children or youths are going to want to grab for. Cartoons, candies, celebrities, all the things that they gravitate for. So essentially just black and white. We're left with black and white. Like I said just a little bit ago, I was going to go more in detail with our drop ship program. So let's get into the details. Since this whole SB 2024 came about, we at Restart have been working hard to try to find a solution for our customers because, believe it or not, vaping is a very popular method of consumption, not just for recreational use because it's quick, it's fast acting, but also on the medicinal side because it's quick and fast acting. So if you need immediate relief, vapes provide an extremely medicinal use for them as long as you're getting good quality. So how we're kind of getting around this for our customers, our drop shipping program. So unfortunately, you cannot get vapes in store. It's not as convenient to get them, but if you're planning properly ahead of time, you can order certain vape products online, still great quality, still what we did sell in store, but it might take a little bit longer to get to you because we're drop shipping it. So let's say you go today, you place an order online, you're adding a vape to your bag, you're adding a disposable to your bag, you're adding some gummies to your bag, you're adding a beverage or a glass piece to your bag. All the items that are legal to sell, the gummies, the beverage, the glass, that will be shipped from us. Any of the items labeled as such that are vape products, carts, or disposables, those will be shipped through our third-party drop ship producer out of California. So they might arrive a little bit later. So when you're placing these orders, we on the back end are taking care of everything. And we're going to essentially be sending you 2 packages, one directly from us and one from our supplier in California. So here are some major advantages, because I know you're going to say, well, I can just go on the black market, or I can go to the illicit market, or I can get them from a legal state. Yes, you can do that, but that is still illegal. Okay, it's illegal to bring marijuana back into Texas. I'm not going to stop people from doing it. I know people do it all the time. But if you are looking for a quality source and you still want that quality source and you do want to do it a legal way, there are options. So it's safe, it's legal. We only sell compliant items. So it's always going to be under 0.3% and it's always going to be tested for pesticides, preservatives. There's none of that nasty-ish in your vape, which is why it's a trusted, safe source. Number 2, it is convenient. So we're not getting it day of, but convenience in the fact that you're buying it and it's going to be shipped directly to your door. Much like any other order, it's pretty awesome. And finally, compliance, of course. Like I said, everything is tested. The packaging is also made to, I guess, be more geared for adults. I guess it depends on which way you look at it. But again, it's all about compliance and following the rules as best as we possibly can in this crazy industry that is a little bit of a gray area at all times. So here is a legal summary table, kind of something easy for you to follow. If you want to screenshot this, by all means, go for it. But are cannabinoid vapes legal to sell? The answer, no. In store or online, any vape with cannabinoids is banned. Again, that being said, make sure to check out our drop shipping program. In store, no. Online, yes, in some cases. Can nicotine vapes be sold in store? Yes, if packaging design is compliant and not from banned origins. Are China-made disposables allowed? No. If it's pre-filled, but refillables with the US filled liquid may be okay. So again, making sure everything is USA made is really the whole goal of this. And is possession legal? Yes, for now. Focuses on sales and marketing, not necessarily possession. And finally, can customers order online? Yes, for compliant products via drop ship. Check out our Restart drop ship program. Again, it's a really, really convenient, easy way. And we have a blog post on it as well. All right, to close things out, we're going to go do a little bit of a recap here. So reiterating that SB 2024 is taking effect today, September 1st, 2025, and has altered the legal landscape for vapes in the state of Texas. I know, sidebar, there are some lawsuits still out, but as of right now, no one's really taking action on it. Some lawsuits have been filed, but had they actually moved forward? Have we made progress with it? Unfortunately not. So the key takeaway for you as the customer, as the consumer, is you can still buy legal nicotine-only vapes, but it's just the cannabinoid-filled vapes that are really going to be the more difficult thing to find. But it's essentially just learning that there are options like drop shipping. There are also options that we offer called syringes that aren't necessarily for vaping, but can be used for other things like dabbing. They can be used for things like infusing edibles or beverages. There are some options there with our syringes. And just to throw it out there, we also sell empty vape carts because they are not filled. So again, through Restart, we have quite a few options. We're really trying our best to make sure that A, we stay compliant and in business, of course, and B, making sure that we have products for you. Because again, this isn't just about recreation. It's not about just giving a quick high. There are a lot of people who use these things for medicinal purposes, and a lot of you that don't want to go out of state, that do want to use it the legal way. So I hope that this video was informative. We're obviously pretty bummed that this is something that we had to do and focus our attention on, because there are a lot of other great things that we could be focusing on, but that I'll save a rant for like another video. And as always, just appreciate you watching, learning, listening with us, and that you're here as a customer with us. So if you enjoyed this video, if you find it helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. We're posting videos all the time about education, entertainment, some fun stuff, some new products coming out. And also, yeah, you can shop all of our stuff on our website at restartcbd.com. And lastly, if you're more on Instagram, we are on Instagram at restartcbd. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I hope you have a great day. Bye, y'all.